हाय यूजर, वेलकम टू माय चैनल लर्निंग विद घटक। अपने लास्ट लेक्चर्स के अंदर हमने LSTM के कॉन्सेप्ट्स को देख लिया था। आल्दो कि हमने मैथमेटिकल बैकग्राउंड को स्किप कर दिया था। जस्ट हमने ये देख लिया था कि किस तरह LSTM बेसिकली सेलेक्टिवली इंफॉर्मेशन को कंट्रोल करता है, मैनेज करता है, और उसके कुछ गेट्स के बारे में हमने पढ़ा हुआ था। सो लास्ट लेक्चर्स के अंदर हमने ये कहा था कि जब हमने एक तरह से एक LSTM का की कोर आइडियाज भी हमने देख लिए। अब लिमिटेशंस ऑफ RNN मॉडल हम देखते हैं कि अगर हम एक RNN मॉडल बनाते हैं, रिकरेंट न्यूरल नेटवर्क मॉडल बनाते हैं इन ऑर्डर टू प्रोसेस द सीक्वेंशियल डेटा, उसकी लिमिटेशंस हमारे पास क्या होती है। So after concluding the foundational concept and operations of RNN, we may be able to try to build up a network that handles the complex problem of sequential modeling. But like any technology, right, and RNN is not without limitations. So that are some of those key issues, or some of those limitations, and what are some potential issues that can arise with using RNN or even LSTM. So these are basically the potential problems or issues that arises when we are going to plan to use the RNN or LSTM. Okay. The first is this idea of encoding and dependency in terms of the long-term separation of data. What does it mean? Encoding and dependency in terms of temporal separation of data that we are trying to process. While RNN requires is that the sequential information is fed in and processed time step by time step, that imposes is what we call an encoding bottlenecks, right? Where we are trying to encode a lot of content, for example, a very large body of text, many different words into a single output that may be just at the very last time steps. How do we ensure that all these information leading up to that time step was properly maintained and encoded and learned by the network? In practice, this is very, very challenging, and a lot of information can be lost. Another very important limitation is that by doing this time step by time step processing, RNN can be quite slow. There is not really an easy way to parallelize that computation. And finally, together, these components of the encoding bottlenecks, the requirements to process the data step by step, imposes the biggest problem, which is when we talk about long-term memory. The capacity of the RNN and the LSTM is really not that long. We can't really handle data of tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of even beyond sequential information that effectively to learn the complete amount of information and patterns that are present within such a rich data source. And so because of these, very recently there's been a lot of attention in how we can move beyond the notion of step-by-step recurrent processing to build even more powerful architectures for processing sequential data, to understand how we can start to do this. So how we can do this? So we can start it by just defining the high-level goals of a sequential model. Let's take a big step back, right? Think about the high-level goals of a sequence model that we introduced at the very beginning. Given some input, a sequence of data, we want to build a feature encoding. We want to build a feature, input of sequence is given. We want to build a feature encoding and use our neural networks to learn that and then transform this feature encoding into a predicted output. What we saw in that RNN uses the notion of recurrence to maintain order information, processing information time step by time step. But as I just mentioned, we had three keys bottlenecks to RNNs. what we really want to achieve is to go beyond these bottlenecks. RNN uses the notion of recurrence to maintain the order information process, the information time at its time steps by going beyond the three bottlenecks to run RNN. Okay. ये हमारे पास वो बॉटलनेक्स थी जो जिनके बारे में हमने क्या करना है कि हमने अब इनके बियॉन्ड जाना है. अब व्हाट वी रियली वांट टू अचीव टू गो बियॉन्ड दिस बॉटलनेक एंड अचीव इवन हायर कैपेबिलिटीज, तो उसके लिए हमारे पास कुछ डिजायर्ड कैपेबिलिटीज इसके अंदर आ रही हैं. वो डिजायर्ड कैपेबिलिटीज हमारे पास क्या है? The desired higher capabilities in terms of the power of these model rather than having an encoding. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हम जो अपने मॉडल के अंदर जो कैपेबिलिटीज हमें चाहिए, हियर हायर कैपेबिलिटीज इन टर्म्स ऑफ द पावर ऑफ दिस मॉडल्स रादर देन हैविंग एन एनकोडिंग bottlenecks. Okay. Ideally, we want to process information continuously as a continuous stream of information rather than being slow. We want to be able to parallelize computation to speed up processing. And finally, of course, our main goal is to really try to establish long memory that can build nuanced and rich understanding of sequential data. Okay, so the limitation of RNNs that's linked to all these problem and issue and our inability to achieve this capability is that they require this time step by time step processing. So this is basically the main inability in our model, that this sequence or feed into the network into the network model by time step, and it needs a time step by time step processing. Okay, and not have to process the data time step by time step will a first and naive approach would be. What will be the we want to process information continuously as a stream of information rather than being slow. For speed up, we need parallelized computation and try to establish long-term memory to establish rich understanding of sequential data. So how can we eliminate the need for recurrence entirely? क्या हम entirely recurrence को खत्म कर सकते हैं? इसके लिए हमारे पास क्या है? What if we eliminate this need for recurrence entirely and have to process data time step by time step? This is just a new idea, just to squash all the data, all the time steps together to create a vector that is effectively concatenated. Right, the time steps are eliminated. There's just one stream where we have now one vector input. अगर आप लोग देख लें तो ये हमारे पास अब just one vector input है हमारे पास, with the data from all time steps that then feed into the model. Okay, then it calculates some feature vectors. Look at this. This is the feature vectors, and then generate some output which hopefully makes sense. And because we squashed all these time steps together, we could simply think about maybe building a feed forward network that could do this at the computation well. With that, we had eliminated the need of recurrence, but we still have the issue that is not okay. After squashing all the input, it just look like a sample feed forward network. If we could eliminate this need for recurrence entirely and have to process this time step by time step, squash all the data. हमने सारा डेटा स्क्वैश भी कर दिया. हमने जस्ट एक इनपुट, सिंगुलर इनपुट हमारे पास आ गया. वो सिंगुलर इनपुट हमने अपने मॉडल को पास कर दिया, जिसने हमें एक फीचर वेक्टर जनरेट कर दिया, जिसने हमें कुछ प्रिडिक्शंस भी दे दी. ओके, नाउ ये अचीव करने के लिए हमने अपनी रिकरेंस को तो एलिमिनेट कर दिया, but we still have the issue that's not scalable. एक इशू हमारे पास है, scalable नहीं है, because the dense feed forward network would have to be immensely large, defined by many different connections, and critically we have completely lost or order information by just squashing everything together, building. There's no temporal dependency. there is no temporal dependency, and we are then stuck in our ability to try to establish long-term memory. So what if instead we could still think about bringing these time steps together, but be a bit more clever about how we try to extract information from this input data? The key idea is basically to identify and attend to what important, of being able to identify and attend to what is important in a potentially sequential stream of information, and this is the notion of attention or self attentions. ये बहुत ही एक पावरफुल एक आइडिया है न्यूरल नेटवर्क के अंदर सेल्फ अटेंशंस का, कि हम क्या कर ले, हमारे पास जो सारा डेटा है हम रिकरेंस को खत्म कर दे, सारे टाइम स्टेप्स को हम खत्म कर दे, हमारे पास जो डेटा आ जाए हमारे पास वो जस्ट एक ही वेक्टर फॉर्म के अंदर आ जाए, जिस तरह हमारे पास फीड फॉरवर्ड न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स के अंदर होता है। वही डेटा हम क्या कर लें, अपने मॉडल को प्रेजेंट कर लें, जो कि हम एक फीचर वेक्टर जनरेट करके देते, जो कि हम कुछ चीज क्या कर दें, प्रिडिक्टेड आउटपुट हमें दे दें। सो इस सूरत के अंदर रिकरेंस भी हमने खत्म कर लिया, लेकिन हमारे पास प्रॉब्लम क्या आ गई, ये हमारे पास कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ गई कि स्केलेबल भी नहीं है, ऑर्डर इन्फॉर्मेशन भी हमने लॉस कर दिया, और नो लॉन्ग टर्म मेमोरी। अब हमने क्या करना है, अगर इसके बावजूद भी जो लास्ट स्टेटमेंट है, व्हाट इफ इंस्टेड वी कुड स्टिल थिंक अबाउट ब्रिंगिंग दिस टाइम स्टेप टुगेदर बट क्लेवरली एक्सट्रैक्टिंग इन्फॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम दिस इनपुट डेटा, देन वी हैव टू डिफाइन एंड अटेंड सो टू व्हाट इंपॉर्टेंस एंड सीक्वेंशियल स्ट्रीम। दिस इज द आइडिया ऑफ सेल्फ अटेंशन। सो आज के लेक्चर्स इतना ही काफी। अपने नेक्स्ट लेक्चर्स के अंदर हम होपफुली एक्सट्रीमली पावरफुल कॉन्सेप्ट इन डीप लर्निंग एंड एआई, दैट इज सेल्फ अटेंशन, जो कि बेसिकली कोई भी हमारे पास अगर ट्रांसफॉर्मर आर्किटेक्चर्स होगा तो उसके लिए जो फाउंडेशनल मैकेनिज्म है, दिस इज सेल्फ अटेंशन। अब सेल्फ अटेंशन में क्या है कि हम अपने सीक्वेंस के अंदर ये देख लें कि व्हाट विल बी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड हाउ मच अटेंशन विल बी गिवन टू दिस particular input or a sequence of inputs. So thank you very much.